So guys, we are approaching 11.11, aka Stick Day, aka Black Friday for all of the different vendors in China. That means that for all of your favorite vendors exporting goods out of China, we're gonna have some massive and absolutely mind-blowingly good deals. Now I'm going to make videos for each of the affiliates I do business with, just because I know not everyone that watches my videos likes each of these vendors. So today I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys the best deals, or some of the best specials at least, that I can find on Aliexpress. This is just some of the deals and some of the savings I see on like a variety of products I would like. I'll have links for each of these specific things down in the description down below. And I'm gonna be having a massive review where I put all this stuff together on my website. Now, the first thing I wanna talk about on GearBest is QCY is having a pretty big sale. You can get the QCY T1Cs for $15 right now, the QCY T2s, which are the same thing but with a slightly larger battery, for $18, the T3s for $25. You can get the QCY L2, which is a pair of active noise cancellation neckband style headphones. It's a pair of headphones I might be buying next as like my new motorcycle headphones, for $21. Now, obviously these aren't from all of the vendors. Some of these vendors are gonna have different shipping and different policies, but this is from the QCY International Store, at least for what I see here. Something else to note with the coupons, if you spend like $20 or $40 or more, you get a $20 coupon. So if you guys have some friends that are looking to put in a purchase, if you guys all pool together, you guys can get a discount on this. After QCY, we have Anker. Now, I have a bunch of Anker products. Both of these things are Anker. The battery pack I'm using to power the camera filming this right now is Anker, and a bunch of these cables are Anker. And one thing I can say about Anker products, for the most part, is that they've all lasted me a long time, and they've all been really good, high quality, and they're getting better all the time. I had an Anker Soundcore 1, their original OG 24-hour Bluetooth speaker, and I lost that, unfortunately. But you can get a bunch of their different speakers right now for really good prices. The Soundcore Flair, which I did a review on it, and I'll have a link to that review up here, $48. Normally that's like a $55 or a $60 speaker. You can get their Soundcore Mini for $20. You can get their new Bluetooth wireless headphones, the Zolo Liberty, for like 90 bucks. You can get their big Anker Flair speaker, which is normally $100, for $82. And obviously you can get a bunch of their cables, Thunderbolt 3 cables and etc. At a pretty good discounted price. I would say some of my favorite deals right now that they have would be the Flair portable speaker. I really like that speaker. I thought that it has a really nice aesthetic, so that you can just leave out and doesn't look like a cheap portable speaker. And for some people, that stuff's important. But Anker products in general are made pretty well. Next up on this list, we have stuff from Ugreen. Now, after Anker took off, a lot of other companies started making kind of utility products with better than bottom barrel quality, but for a really, really cheap price, and Ugreen was one of them. And I've used their chargers before. Their cables are okay. They're not as good as Anker quality cables, but they are a lot less. And Ugreen right now has a bunch of USB 3.1 USB to USB-C cables that you could use for anything like Pixel books and stuff like that. If you need to have the dual side USB charger for $4. They've got some quick charge 3.0 and USB-C power delivery stuff for iPhone users for $9. Qi wireless charging stand, a 10-watt Qi wireless charging stand for $10. And some other accessories that you might be looking to add to your overall smartphone experience for really, really low prices. Now, the quality of this stuff, I'll be totally honest, the quality of Ugreen products is not the same as it is for Anker, but the price is a fraction of it. And that's gonna kind of bring me over to another one of my favorite brands for stuff like this, which would be Baseus, or I don't know how to say it, Baseus. And the Baseus products, a bunch of my friends here in Vietnam absolutely swear by Baseus products. From everything I've gotten to see with like their cables and stuff like that, the cable quality is really, really good. Like their braided cables are really quite robust. And they have some other more like fun accessories that I am looking to purchase. But from Basius, right now you can get their 3-in-1 cable, or their 4-in-1 cable, I should say, with like the 2 lightning cables for Apple products, 1 USB-C and 1 micro USB for like $5, which is a great cable just to like have around the house if you have friends that haven't come to the dark side and gone USB-C yet. Wireless charging pads for as low as like $10 for 10-watt wireless charging pads. Braided cables for $5. Magnetic USB-C cables for $6 or $7. And a lot of this stuff is products that I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy, but if I was putting in a big order from AliExpress, it's something that I probably would do, to be honest. Just because if you can get a bunch of USB-C cables, the phones up into the near future are probably going to be USB-C. You always need cables around, especially for different lengths. At least I do. Next up for deals that we got going on right now is Xiaomi. Now, there are some pretty crazy deals right now from Xiaomi in the world of like cell phones and stuff like that you can get right now, especially because Xiaomi did just launch the Mi Note 10. So their other models, which aren't necessarily older or out of date models, are just being put on like ultra special because people are looking to like lower their stock. But right now you can get the old Xiaomi AirDots Pro 1, which in some ways is better than the new Mi Air Pro 2. You can get the new AirDots, or you can get the old AirDots Pro for $51. You can get the new Xiaomi Mi Air 2 for $57, which if you like the AirPod style headphones that don't really seat in your ear, these aren't a bad option. I don't think that they're an amazing option, but they're a pretty good option. The Xiaomi Note 8 Pro you can get right now for $189, and that comes with the MediaTek chipset and a really, really good camera, which is a great deal on a device that is a good device, but it doesn't have a Snapdragon processor. So you have to decide whether or not the Snapdragon processor is that big of a deal to you. You can get the Xiaomi K20, which has almost identical specs to the current Xiaomi Mi Note 10 minus that 100 megapixel camera. It's got the better or comparable 48 megapixel Sony IMX camera as opposed to the Samsung ISOCELL camera. It's just knowing that if you want to take part in some of these deals right now, shipping is going to be a bit of a hassle, or at least it's going to take longer. And the postal system in China is always overwhelmed with it. Doesn't mean you shouldn't take advantage of these deals right now, especially if you're in the market for a new phone or you want to pick up a bunch of accessories, because these are some really great deals. I'll leave links all down in the description, and I'm going to compile all this stuff into one post on my website. Until next time, it's been Mitchell. Peace.